Pilot time. Pile it on, everybody. Just pile it on. Ow. Oh, I want soda. Too sick to have soda right now. That's the thing that's worst about being sick is no soda. If you drink one soda, you add 1 day of sickness to your... Yeah. That's 1 soda per day of sickness added. Well, that worked out quickly and without any issues. Good way to start this floor, I feel like. Oh shit, and then we got a Keyman. I'm going to the Keyman Islands right now, which is a fun place to be, man. Unless you're a key man. Because that's where you go to die. Oh, this is a... I've been playing Final Fantasy for the last, like, 2 hours. And it kind of feels weird, even though I've done it plenty of times before. It feels weird to jump back into Gungeon, such a different game, after 2 hours of Final Fantasy. Oh, Final Fantasy. Jackie's over there playing Sims. She has a character who she claims is a crop duster, but instead this is a person that just farts next to people and then laughs about it. There's no tact. It's just poo gas. Hanging out, ripping ass. Poo gas, hanging out, ripping ass. Poo gas, hanging out, ripping ass. You love it. You love your stupid, stinky butt character who doesn't understand that you're supposed to leave when you crop dust. The whole point is to disperse and, you know, dismiss. Wait, no. What's a better way to say it? Deliver and then disperse. It's like if a crop dusting plane just dropped all of its crop dust, yeah, and then just hovered over it for a long time. That's not what happens. It's not crop dusting. That's not how you do it. That's how you do something else entirely.
Moira is about to die. Moving on to the next gen.
Gen who? Hi, Roddy. How you been? Yeah, current streak is actually at 251. That's not a mistake. What are you talking about? Yeah, I mean, I've been streaming at weird hours. I've been doing a lot of them kind of off camera. Or not off camera, but off stream. But yeah, I mean, you're making me feel like I need to go back and check all my videos, but I'm pretty sure I've been very accurate. I've been double checking before I post any videos. So, but yeah, I think the plan was this year to maybe hit 421, which would put us in first place until, of course, Barb gets word of it and then just does 100 in like 3 days or whatever. And also to hit 1,000 videos. And then I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to continue exactly, you know, business as usual, but I like to pretend that I might change it up. Northernland just posted his 1500th Isaac video, and that's 1500th on this set of Isaacs. He has been is definitely more than 1500 total. Your internet's being shitty. Our internet went out at like 1 o'clock in the morning yesterday, and then stayed out until I guess we woke up at like 11. Cool. New Year's, same Comcast horseshit. And you know why? Because no one can do anything about it. Comcast is immune. Hey, welcome to the new millennium. It's your boy, Kami. Boop, 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 boop. Are you we could have got that chest. I don't feel like anything was lost though. Oh boy, the ability to steal. Oh wow. Oh, that's the way I like it. We're not gonna steal yet though. How's things been? How's this first day of the new millennium? In case you don't know, a new millennium is every 20 years. That's how he measures time. He's like, ha 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 ha. Daddy loves you. Ha ha. Yoom. You didn't get a new jetpack bike? You didn't get a new jetpack bike. Maybe someone else picked up your delivery of a jetpack bike that I had delivered to you. What's a jetpack bike? Oh, you'll see. Exactly. He's gotta make something. If his next movie is another fucking rotten stinker, then I'm done with him. Don't laugh at me for using the weirdest way to describe movies. Why are those guys so loud with their laughter? What are they, clowns? Today? Yes, very much so. Newegg is more like late as hell. Is their subtitle. They take forever. Well, maybe they don't take forever. Maybe it's just that like Amazon has told me that has taught me that I could reasonably expect something to be delivered from like Cambodia in 2 days. Yes, that's exactly what it is. A Will Smith millennium. Dang it. I was doing so good with my jump rolls there. How's your new millennium going? Fog. Mantis. He actually released an album called Millennium in 1999. And that title song had him referencing the Prince song where he goes, "Party like it's 1999," and he goes, "Oh wait, it is." And everyone's like, "Clap, clap, clap. You are the most creative man to ever exist." Oh, did I not go to the secret room on the last floor? It was very obviously in the freaking shop. I just didn't even think about it. Man, you can shoot a lot with this double down synergy. What new movie? He's in something? That's funny. Oh yeah, yeah. That's a 90s movie that they've been kicking around for like a freaking 2 decades. That no one wanted to make because it seemed stupid as hell for the 90s. And he's like, you know what, Ang Lee, director of the bad Hulk movie, I'm ready to be in another box office flop. Well, I meant, you know, the first one. The one where the Hulk looked exactly like cartoons do, except for less believable. I watched the first 3 episodes of The Mandalorian because that's all that was out when I was really feeling like sitting down and watching a TV show, and then I haven't watched any of the new ones because they didn't exist at that very, very specific moment. So it's going to take me like 4 months to watch it, and everyone's going to be totally done with it. The Witcher, I will eventually watch. I like Henry Cowville. He's named after a town full of cows. But I don't like him as Superman, I'll tell you that. Or I just don't like Zack Snyder, I guess. So the only Witcher game I played all the way through was Witcher 2, and I fucking loved that game. Witcher 3, I've kind of like, I feel like I don't know, my attention span for gigantic open world games where every fucking plant is gatherable and every person is the beginning of a 2-hour-long subquest. Like, I just kind of got tired of it. I think the paths, the choices were just as, like, kind of complicated and tricky in The Witcher 2, but it didn't feel so, like, overwhelming as it does in The Witcher 3, and I think I really actually liked that. Things weren't so big. Like, this whole, like, bragging about how gigantic the fucking maps are, it sucks. Like, I mean, it's not that that's bad. I think that that's great for the people that want one game to be something that if they put down for 3 months because they didn't know what the fuck was going on and they have no idea what's happening. I don't know. I think I enjoyed that game more when I was watching Nate play it than when I was playing it myself. He tends to really dive into those big ones, but I like to be able to turn it off and turn it on, play for an hour and not feel like I accomplished jack shit. You play an hour of The Witcher 3 and you've done, like, as close to nothing as is humanly possible. That's like just you getting your bearings back. You trying to remember what happened the last time you played. I'd rather an hour to be a meaningful measurement of time. Yeah, I think I played about, like, 40 hours of the game. I did the whole mission with the Baron and his ghost baby and all of that, and I really like the complicated storytelling where no one's a clear good guy and everything's, you know, a very smart shade of gray. You gotta use a few more in there. But I don't like the sense of drowning in quests. I don't know. That being said, I've probably played like 3 calendar weeks of Final Fantasy XIV at this point. You know what I like more about an MMO that does the exact same thing? Is the fact that I'm doing it with other people and it doesn't just feel like me walking around. Oh, there's a cutscene. Oh, there's a quick fight. Oh, I didn't learn what this white was, you know. It's weaker to the mind hex thing than fire, so I lost the fight after 20 minutes of fighting it. Oh, you gotta go in and make sure you do mind meld and have the right oil on your blade. Oh, time to start over because you didn't talk to this person before and you lost a major plot point. Like, I don't know. It feels like... It just feels like while I understand the point of volume in games like that, and I still respect it, and I plan on probably doing exactly what I did with Witcher with Cyberpunk 2077, where I put in a bunch of time and then I just feel overwhelmed. But you know, doesn't mean the game's bad. Just means that my tastes in gameplay have changed. Oops, why did I do that? Yeah, I'm definitely going to play Cyberpunk 2077 because I want to... The Cyberpunk style, the aesthetic, the idea is something that I really, really like. And to be fully immersed in something like that would be cool as hell. Oh, you know what? I bet there's a secret room right up in here. Nope. Okay, well. Nice. I really feel like I should just fucking steal something now. No! That's so shitty. There's like nothing worth stealing there. I'll steal on the next floor. Nice gundo. Nice gundo. Yeah, the commando is a sweet, sweet cup of meat. Sweet cup and cakes. Boom, 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 boom. I went and saw Rise of Skywalker. I don't want to talk about it. I know how everyone hates Star Wars now, and it did have some problems, but I thought overall it was an enjoyable movie. But I don't want to talk about it because liking Star Wars is lame these days. No, I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not going to talk about it. Doop, 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 doop. Yeah, I brought it up because I wanted to let people know that I understand that it's not like worth talking about, and I'm kind of more bummed out about that than any like issue with the movie. It's this fan ownership shit really, like, it bothers me, but I understand passion is whatever it is, but it's the same way I felt after Return of the or Last Jedi. Like, yeah, it's definitely going to be in Disney Plus within the year. There's no reason to, if you don't want all the ear explosion style stuff. Oh shit, I'm gonna steal something. That's right. I'll probably steal the rat thing. But suffice to say, I thought the movie was good, if not troubled for trying to, you know, retcon a whole movie based on it not being well received. And they didn't really retcon. They kind of did a little bit of building and a little bit of retconning. But it's just an enjoyable movie if you want to watch a movie and then just enjoy it. And it's not like a dumb, enjoyable, like, action movie. It's actually pretty well put together and tells an interesting story. But yeah, I saw that as as it was turning over into 2020. There were 6 other people in the there were 6 other people in the theater. There were like this group of teenagers who were just like so thrilled to have a platform to make jokes. They did, you know, quiet down as the movie picked up, but before that it really felt like they were just like, we finally have our audience that loves to hear us tell jokes. One of those kind of like obnoxious group of egoists that you know, every group of 5 or 6 15 to 16-year-olds are. Yeah, that happens. Something like that happens in The Last Jedi. They use the hyperdrive. They weaponize the whole hyperdrive thing. Roddy, I don't want to talk about The Last Jedi, like, for real. I think that what they did with that movie was actually really interesting, and it's just, people just want a big bad. They want things to feel a certain way, and that one didn't, and it's just fucking obnoxious to talk about it. Yeah, I really enjoyed that movie a lot. I thought The Last Jedi was the first Star Wars movie that kind of made things seem in some way like the stakes shouldn't be dealt with by a bunch of cartoons. But no, I don't want to hear the fucking like ragging on it, on every aspect of it. Like, it's so fun for everybody to fucking hate that movie, and it's annoying. It like really sucks. That's what everybody is just so ready to fucking jump down that movie's throat. I really liked the Solo movie. I wasn't a huge fan of Rogue One, but I think I didn't pay enough attention to it because Nate, who for the most part shares a lot of tastes in movies with me. There's some stuff we disagree about, but he liked that one better than Solo. I actually thought Solo was fucking amazing, and I wish more people would have kind of gotten over the fact that he didn't look like Harrison Ford and actually like seen the movie. I thought like Emilia Clarke was incredible. I thought that it was well directed and funny, and a lot of the characters were given their own time to shine in a very interesting way. But I think it also had this predetermined stigma against it that kind of made it, you know, it was shit on before it was out. I'm glad they're slowing down with the Star Wars and not just, you know, doing them like they're live action remakes. The trailer for Mulan made it seem like there's absolutely fucking no reason to see that movie. It seems like what they're doing with Mulan is saying like, okay, so the first one was this kind of historical epic that we made lighthearted and fun and goofy, and there's like a silly dragon and shit like that. How about we take all of the fun out of it and just have this like I don't know how to say this without sounding racist, but this is how the trailer made me feel. It's like, let's make this movie as Chinesey as possible. That's probably not the best way to say it, but it feels like it's almost like over the top that it's like racist itself. Watch the fucking trailer for Mulan. Like, it feels like so on the nose that it's bad. And I know that the cartoon did that, but the cartoon also had jokes and a talking dragon, and like, it felt fun. Like, it really felt that way, and I think that describing it like that is exactly, it's getting the point across. It's like, it was hard for me to watch. Like, I work at, you know, I live in Seattle, and like there's a huge Asian community in Seattle, and I felt like disturbed by the fucking trailer. Oh, and you know what? The character doesn't look one drop like male when they pull their hair back. It looks like a girl pulled her hair back, and that's it. Like, it looks so unconvincing that it's actually, like, distracting. I don't know. It's so... I would think that Mulan could be really cool, especially if they kept the lighthearted nature of it and, like, just made it a fun, kind of a romp of a movie. But, like, everything about it just feels really corny and just, like... I don't know. It feels like those movies they made in, you know, the, like, not blaxploitation, but Asian exploitation movies that they made in the, yuck. I don't think the gunboots can reveal secret. Oh, they can. They still can. Okay. I thought that it was one of the things that changed. I think they made the commander is played by, like, what's his name? The guy who plays Ip Man. Donnie Yu, so he's like older. I think I might have that one wrong. Is it Yin? He's in that movie. Maybe he's not the direct commander, but like, yeah, I think they're taking out the whole like weird tension between Mulan and the guy that made a man out of her, like. Sometimes it cracks me up to remember that whole episode of Futurama is basically playing off of that. Oh, shit. He's played by it. Yeah, well, I mean... Donnie Yen or Donnie Yu or whatever, and the main actor are, like, they're kind of getting, like, I'm not going to see the movie because I wasn't going to see it anyway, but there's also a lot of people that aren't seeing them because they are, both of those actors are very anti-Hong Kong right now, saying things like they're disgracing themselves, and they should go home and behave, and it's because, you know, they're making a movie that they want to do well in mainland China. And that's the most cowardish bit of cowardice I've ever heard of. Well, I mean, yeah, there's that, but they also want to be in these fucking huge movies. There have been some people who have stood out and said things against it, who have, you know, who basically said, like, look, I understand that this is, I'm not going to be either on one side or the other, but I basically think that, like, we need to treat people fairly. Like, there have been people who have hinted at their opinions about these things while making it clear that they're not licking the boot, you know? Like, I don't know. The restaurant I work at is Taiwanese. It's not Chinese, it is Taiwanese, and I feel a great, like, sense of pride for this country that, like, doesn't support this dictatorship that, like, stands up and says, like, hey, we have a problem with this and we're no longer going to be a part of your country. Like, yeah, I know. I really, like, on a personal level, hate the cowardice that Jackie Chan has shown in this. He also is a fucking old conservative at this point in his life, and I'm trying to square myself with the idea of him being two people, at least in my opinion. Right, exactly. He's let his old successes, like, basically have him stand against everything every character he's ever written or played as stood for. and be the exact opposite of that. And it really fucking sucks. Because he's somebody that I've respected for a very, very long time. I'd probably fucking move. Probably get out. I'd probably get out of the country that I am so afraid of that I think they're gonna slaughter my siblings. Like, I don't know. That seems to me like the right way to deal with that situation. Like, distance yourself. God damn. Lockpick only worked on the first floor. I mean, at this point, he's got businesses. He, you know, owns studios. Like, he is a part of the system. But I swear to God, I would work my way away from that shit. You know, like, if things get any worse in this country, Jack and I have already talked about Vancouver, and it's like, it would be fucking difficult, but I'm not going to support a dictator. I'm not going to watch... Oh my God, these shitty fucking chests. There's going to be a breaking point, and I think if there was something like Hong Kong going on, we'd get out of here. Not going to give them our tax money, not going to give these people that are, you know, fucking killing people in the streets our support. Yeah. Yeah, that was a major slap in the face there. Old Albie. Why is everybody crying? Oh my God. Roy Ra-oh. Oh no, Roy Ra-oh. I think that anytime there's a role for an Asian actor, it should be played by... I think all of Mulan should be Scarlett Johansson. The whole cast. She's just like doing like Eddie Murphy style. Whoa. How did that guy lose a... That was fucking weird. He came out of being jammed and he lost a stage. Yeah, she was the Ghost in the Shell one. I love Scarlett Johansson. I'm sure that movie's trash. Scarlett Johansson is like... There are a few people who like I pretty much appreciate in every role they're in, whether it's a major... Whether it's an art house film or a blockbuster or whatever, they always do incredibly well. On that note, you guys should watch Marriage Story on Netflix with Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson. It's really, really fucking good. Really well directed, well written and well acted. Except for the kid. The kid fucking sucks in that movie. I don't know, maybe he's supposed to. It's about a family going through some rough times in terms of their marriage. It's kind of a... they describe it as like a showbiz movie. Oh, shit. I need to get some curse. Well, we'll figure out what we're going to see on a little bit. Yeah. That is part of it. Yeah, they're in different casts, I guess. Cast with an E. But apparently, according to Jackie, apparently all of her friends think Adam Driver is like sex on legs. Like, I don't understand it. To me, he looks like a sweat-faced emo. If that's a way you can describe somebody. He just doesn't... I don't know. I don't really get the appeal of dudes in general, but I super don't get the appeal of him.
Check this out. With the Grim Reaper.
She's loving it. Ba 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 ba. Who's that? Flirtiodora?
Yes. Moira.
But I still I don't understand it. I don't understand the appeal of the drivester. Oh, you get a lot of coolness, but I don't know if it even matters on this run. I think I want curse more than coolness. Whoa. Do I have like contact damage removed or something? I don't know how. I'm like walking into a lot of enemies and it's not hurting me. Whoops, that's not the gun I should have given that to. Dang it. Dang, 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 dang. Ding, 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 ding. I will say he does a really fucking cool force choke in Rise of the Skywalker. It is the most, like, is the angriest thing he's done in the movie yet. I'm not, it's not that I'm not supposed to talk about it, I'm not, like, in the mood to hear people, like, bandwagon hate the fucking thing because it's not as good as Episode 4, which is a shitty movie. I love the Star Wars world, and, huh? You talking to me?
What'd you say?
And I went back and watched the old movies with Jackie. 4 is the first one. 4 is movie 1. So it goes 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's fine. Everywhere I go online is people hating it and clapping about how much they hate it. Everything on Reddit is just this festering, this shit buffet of people just fucking loving to rag on it. It's like, it's been the punching bag since Last Jedi came out, and I'm tired of it. It is. I understand that, but I'm tired of hearing it. Like, the reason I don't want to actually have a discussion about this at this point is because I've heard from everybody the same argument. Like, and it's the thrill with which people talk about their hatred of this movie that fucking, like, makes it feel so tedious to me. Like, it's the enjoyment that people get out of, like, bashing it. That's the reason it's just, like, it's not a fun conversation. It's like, I've had so many people just talk about it, and, like, I watched the movie with people and they enjoyed it at the time, and then a week later they're just talking about how shitty they thought it was, and it's just like this... It's this fun to hate thing, and I understand that not everybody feels that their opinion is based on the mass consensus, but it's just like, it's become this meme in and of itself that's so just, it's tedious to me. What is blowing up when I dodge roll? I don't even know what... Do I have like a second synergy? The scientific term. It's okay to dislike things. It's like, it's okay as long as like that's not everybody's favorite thing to do, is just to like, just to hate and nitpick and find flaws that they would look over in other movies because like, because this is the one that it's fun to point the flaws out in. Like, I mean, I've done the same thing, and it's got to the point where I stopped talking about those as well. Like, I did the same thing with every fucking DC movie that came out. I didn't like the movies, and then I bandwagon just like spent all of my time like clapping my hands with everybody else about how bad they are instead of just moving on. Because yes, they were, but like I stopped talking about them. Like, but if someone else liked the movie, I wouldn't spend every conversation where they bring it up to make it into something like to remind them of what I thought was shitty about it. And that's what every conversation about the Star Wars sequels has been. Like, it's just, that's the main difference, is that like, you're not allowed. It feels like you're not fucking allowed to like that. And I really did like them. I genuinely enjoyed them. And in a place like this stream, I really like don't want to feel like I'm a shitty, tasteless person for enjoying it. And that's what it always felt like. I don't know. Dang. I don't know how to use this thing now. I feel like I have to put my foot on them. I mean, I don't think that's what people are thinking of. They're thinking of the Jared Leto Suicide Squad, Batman vs. Superman DC movies. I kind of wonder if they're trying to find a way to like slide that in. There we go. You know, I did like the Joker movie. I also felt like it's a movie I don't really need to like watch again. Which I think I've felt that way about a lot of movies recently, and maybe I think something is changing about my tastes. But there have been a few movies I've watched very recently, which are movies that I can't wait till enough time has passed for me to watch it again with fresh eyes. One of those was Parasite. Oh, dang, really? I think they probably cut that so they could try to maybe tie it in if it's, you know, if it was a success. But I watched Parasite, which is a Korean movie by the same director as Snowpiercer and Memories of a Murder, and it's a fucking amazing movie. And after I watched that, Nate recommended to me and Jackie the movie Shoplifters, which is a Japanese movie. And it is also really fucking incredible, and everyone should watch both of those movies. That's crazy. Yeah, it would have. I think it would have been great to like kind of distance itself from the more comic booky movies, even though it did get pretty comic booky itself by the end. I think it towed the line a lot better than I don't know, any of the DC stuff is. I'm kind of like, I don't know. So I enjoyed watching, but I don't think I actually fully liked Wonder Woman. I like the aesthetic they're going for with Wonder Woman 1985, 1894. It goes farther back in the past. But it does play Blue Monday from that one band. How does it feel to treat me like you do? I feel like Wonder Woman was a good movie until the 50% mark. Like, wow, that's fucking weird. I feel like once it became a superhero movie and not just like a weird World War II movie with a group of people, then it started being something less enjoyable, in my opinion. One, yeah, excuse me. The Dark Knight is not in the cinematic universe, no. Five? We'll just do 5. I felt like the first half of it is what the first Captain America movie wanted to be. And I like the playfulness. I like the war stuff. I hated when it started being like Hades is a real guy. Hades is not a... Oh, shit. I just realized something. Hades is not just the concept of humans' belligerent nature. Like, that's when it got stupid to me. When they're like, no, we need her to punch a dude. Killing Joke is good. I think the Killing Joke is the basis of a lot of what happened in the Joker. Where, like, he has the idea of one bad day can turn anybody to the darkest version of themselves. The Cybertruck?
The Cybertruck.
Joker's no good for a very bad day. Yeah, it really, if it had just rolled credits about 25 minutes earlier, I think that most people would have, even if they didn't love the, oh man. Even if they didn't love, you know, how it got kind of campy and cornball and tried to be a lot of different movies, they would have enjoyed it more overall. I really think that tying it into this crazy shit, it was just to make it a DC movie. I can make a little bit more money by picking those up, I don't care. Yeah, one thing the DC movies do in a kind of goofy way, and I think it's a Zack Snyderism in general, is their sacrifices always feel unnecessary. Like, I remember when Clark Kent's dad, oh my god, played by Kevin Costner, was like, don't save me. Nope, don't do it. You could do it in the blink of an eye and I could just be in a different field somewhere else. He's like, don't do it. I gotta die here. It's necessary for plot reasons. Jackie's out in the other room making fun of Elon Musk. She's watched like one video of Elon Musk and he laughs like, yeah, he's got a bit of the old autism, but he laughs in a really goofy way, and that is like the most hilarious thing in the world to her. Maybe instead of, maybe you should just learn to be sneakier. Or like, there were some problems with that. Zack Snyder tends to have a very Greco-Roman understanding of superhero-dom. And I think his movies suffer because of that. But there were a lot of moments in Watchmen that I really loved. And I actually think that some of the changes that he made to Watchmen were fundamentally necessary. Like, that being said, that's another show I need to fucking sit down and watch at some point. Wonder Woman felt like a Catherine Bigelow or whatever her name is movie. Patricia something. It's on HBO, which I think you can watch some HBO shows on Amazon somehow or something. I don't know. I don't know how Jackie watches HBO shows, but she does. I don't ask questions, and I don't really watch shows. Yeah, the pirate ship, the pirate stuff was really necessary for the book, and it ties into a really interesting subplot, but it would have made no fucking sense. And the relationship between like the newspaper guy and the black kid, like, yeah, it probably wouldn't have worked too well. But let's just get this fight over. But it was I thought the choice he made to make it like a tachyon bomb or something was actually a pretty smart one. Even though I think the movie suffered for other reasons. Dang, what am I going to use? I guess just the balloon gun? There were a shitload of... I mean, I know I was watching, like, the movie of the season. And it's also... There's so many fucking trailers, dude. Like, the trailer for the new Ryan Reynolds, he is in a video game movie that, yeah, I think the HBO show is like the comic as source material. Yeah. Oh no, I don't think there's any real relationship between the movie and the TV show. But I do want to watch the TV show. In the fight sequences? The fight sequences felt way too Snydery. Like, I hate Zack Snyder's penchant for, like, it was in 300, it's in every movie. He wants to show the extreme dramaticness of every fucking fight, so he's like got the camera in close and is wrapping around people as they slow punch one another. And it's like, just do good action. Make the action good, and we don't need it to be slowed down and over-explained. The visceral nature of it should be felt by the choreography. Not by, I don't know, a zoomed in close-up at, you know, 3 frames per second or whatever. No, I haven't seen John Wick. I didn't like the first one very much, so I'm not, like, a huge fan of the franchise. I probably will watch them, oh god, when it's time to sit down and watch stuff. But, like, there's so much shit being made, man. It's hard to, like, I feel like it's the first time ever where if you enjoy things, you have to really work to keep up. Dang. No luck today. Yikes. Wow, the one that I ended up getting was a fucking science cannon. I don't really care. I mean, if you guys already know what happens, you can feel free to talk about it. I don't care. And if I plan to see it, it's definitely not going to be for the surprise. Like, I do think it's pretty funny that John Wick 4 and The Matrix 4 are coming out on the same day. Uh-oh, that's like John Wick's one weakness. He loves dogs. Turkey. That's an actual synergy. Ah, it's a synergy that ruins this gun. Man, that sucks.
Hi.
Hi, baby. Have fun making fun of Elon?
Yeah.
Sometimes they go for the arm if they're trying to disarm, but I think the throat is usually also is a target. Oh, I don't have my double jump there. I still have the explosion, though.
Oh, I dared the Grim Reaper to streak and he didn't do it.
You want to see those skeleton bones, those floppy titties and skeleton bones? Floppy titties and skeleton bones. That's what I like to see. Wham, wham. Dang. Does this thing snake a lot more frequently? Like, that's a high rate of snakification. Arms is something that police dogs are actually trained for. Because usually someone's holding a gun. So they train them to go for any outstretched arm. But beyond that, I don't fucking know. Neat. Oops. I really do have that freaking New Order song stuck in my head now, just from talking about that trailer.
Oh.
What else was there trailers for? There were trailers for Mulan, for Wonder Woman 2, Fun Guy, or The Guy, or whatever. Free Guy is what it's called, yeah.
I'm a fun guy, says the mushroom.
Ha ha ha! 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 Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! Gordon Free Guy.
Mushroom must be partying and everyone has a good time because he's a fun guy.
I think he's telling mushroom jokes out here. It makes me want to watch Cowboy Bebop. But I need to watch all the new shows that people say I need to watch before I ever watch anything that I grew up liking.
Lichen? Mushroom.
Lichen is not a mushroom. No, I think lichen is like amoeba and bacteria or something.
Let's find out.
Okay. I feel like this one's gonna loop around. If this one cuts south, then ooh no, it's the right one.
Ew.
Cap. That's like the top part of a
Simple,
mushroom.
slow-growing plant that typically forms a low, crusty leaf-like or branching growth on rocks.
What am I thinking of then? There's something that's like it's a combo. Maybe I'm thinking of combo snacks. One of my coworkers likes he tends to really like videos that are kind of out there. He like, I think he might to some degree be a conspiracy theorist, but like not one that takes it too seriously. But he watched this video about mushrooms that he keeps suggesting me to watch, about how, like, you know, they're basically alien creatures. They function so differently than all other forms of life on the planet. They're these fungi that are one organism that are miles long, like underground for the most part, only popping their heads up in occasional locations, and they transfer information at, like, you know, speed of electricity, basically, like, and over like incredible distances. And it's something that, you know, people who study this stuff find really interesting. And he kind of watches the most like sensational videos about it. He said that like mushrooms are like forest information superhighways. He basically watched this video about how they think that mushrooms are like the internet for the forest, telling of events that happened at great distances, so that resources available in one place will become noticed in other places or something. I don't know. I never watched the video, but like, it like he described it to me as like, wow, that sounds really cool, man. And then I like dialed the number for the sanatorium. That's exactly. But like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't ever know what to do in situations like that, because I don't want to be like condescending, and I might honestly be in the wrong, but like, it's just presented in such a fucking bonkers way. Like, can't you just tone it down a little bit and make it seem like something a sane person would want to be interested in? Dang, that sucked. My positioning wasn't good for that one. Wait, did I not hit the lead god guy? Didn't. Do I still sound sick to you guys? I still feel a little sick. Whoa, you rude piece of crap. Oh my god, and then I missed that one because I was too busy dodging. Well, let's see what happens here. Oh, I lost it. No, you sack of shit. Oh well, there goes the LF. You do deep do it. You do deep do it. I feel like there's this constriction right here, and I feel like my voice is held forward. Like, I don't know. It's not that I feel nasally, I feel like more glottal or something. Okay. Maybe it's just in my stuffy, crammed, crushed head. This video is for the 5th of January, which is my mom's birthday. Jeez. He's old. Block, 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 block,